Come on in, Bart.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm good. You do sound like James Earl Jones.
Oh, my God. I must have to come and find you and give you a hug, brother.
You got a good voice. But I'm going to help Joe out with some of the stuff that you said
Okay.
that was maybe not.
Let's do it one at a time, though. Let's do it one at a time. Go ahead.
Okay. There's no inflation.
I never said there's no inflation.
The border is closed.
I never said the border is closed.
There's no crime.
I never said there's no crime.
Well, you said crime was down really low.
Okay, let's do this, Bart. I'm so glad, for the audience that's listening to... Oh, no. I asked you for a few, not all of the lies that you thought I told, okay? So the lies that you said I told is that... No. Hey, come on, Bart. We're two of us talking here, brother. Look here. I'm glad that you called me out on those three because you just showed how people think, right? You are a very conservative brother, and that's great. Love you still. But I am a very progressive person. When I speak about inflation, crime, and the border, I want everybody in the audience to listen because Bart is not a bad guy at all. But when I speak about those issues, Bart has the impression that I am saying there's no inflation, that the borders are closed, and that there's no crime. He listening through his prism. That is what Bart heard from me speaking. None of what he said that I said is true. There is crime. What I did say is that under, and this is provable, under Mr. Trump, there was more crime than under Mr. Biden. I didn't say what the reasons were, whatever. I'm just made a statement of fact. When they go ahead and talk about open borders, I said, first of all, I love to have people coming over. I don't want illegal immigration, but I want policies passed. We got a conservative to write immigration policies in the guy from Oklahoma. I think he was from the senator, and the Trump told them not to pass this conservative bill because he wanted to bang Biden on open borders, which it's never true that the borders are open. We have people arresting people every day, so the borders are not open. But he's designed to think that when I talk about borders, it's about open borders. And when we talk about inflation, I never said there wasn't inflation. I said, let's look at who caused inflation. And it wasn't Biden who caused it. And I gave the exact reasons why we have inflation. All inflation is an increase in price from what it was before. And the reason it's there wasn't because solely of supply chain, but because of corporate greed. And we proved why based on looking at the price of stocks and how much profit corporations were making after raising their prices. So I want everybody to see that Bart just did us a great favor. He was going to come in after Joe and say Joe listens more than Bart, in my opinion. Why? Because Joe couldn't come up with anything that I said that was incorrect. And you know why? Because I didn't. Bart needed to find it, so he talked about what he heard. Continue, Bart.
Yeah, well, how about this? Why don't you get everyone to call their congressman and declare Biden under the 25th Amendment incapable to serve, and let's get Kamala in there. Why won't you do that? I guarantee.
Let me be honest with you, okay? I don't think you're going to get a lot of argument from me as far as how Biden looked on the debate. Is it the time for the 25th Amendment or anything like that? Absolutely not. Not at all. But I mean, I noticed you changed the subject, but that is okay. Bart, I gotta go. But no, I don't think it's time to talk 25th Amendment with Biden at all. But we'll talk another day. Let's jump to it. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.